Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we are very, very happy to welcome all of you. On behalf of ISKCON Whitefield, my name is Acyuta Arjunasakha. And today we have all assembled to have a special celebration for the Ekadashi, which is today, Utthana Ekadashi. So it is the idea of our center, of the various preachers in our center, that on the day of Ekadashi, we should all get together, and in the association of each other, we should chant, we should read, we should hear, most importantly, and try to do some direct Krishna conscious services, such as we can sing some bhajans. And in this way, we can intensify the japa, tapa, or vrata, which we do on Ekadashis. The idea is that on every Ekadashi, we want to come together and we want to unwind and we want to dedicate this day in the service of Lord Krishna. We want to chant more rounds. So we have also, we also call these Ekadashis as Nam Yagya Day, wherein we invite and encourage people to chant as many rounds as possible based on their time availability. And in fact, we should also try to make a special endeavor from our side to chant more and more rounds, plan our month in such a way that on the two Ekadashis which come, we may be able to unwind from our regular routine and dedicate more time for the japa, the hearing and the reading and the coming together and performing Sankirtan and so on and so forth. Of course, it is also very great if people can observe this Ekadashi. It's very simple to observe this Ekadashi fast simply by abstaining from grains. There are so many options if you abstain from grains. There are fruits, roots, milk, and even there are so many Ekadashi recipes which one can cook and we can eat. The idea is that if someone fasts on the days of Ekadashi, it's a very special day. It's the day of Lord Krishna, the day of Lord Hari. And any kind of austerities, japa, tapa, or vrata, which we do on the day of days such as Ekadashi, we advance in our spiritual life. There's a statement, Madhava Tithi, Hari Bhakti Janani. So days which are related to Madhav, if we do any kind of japa, tapa, or vrata on those days, we advance with a rocket speed in our Krishna consciousness, in our love towards Krishna, in our surrender towards Krishna. So therefore, it is very much advised for all those who want to understand that we are not this body, but we are the spirit soul. All those who want to have a good control over their mind and in their life, on their life and in their life in general. So it is very much advised to do such kind of fasts, wherein the needs, the bodily demands are consciously tried to reduce on such days. That means we eat less, we sleep less, and we try to dedicate more time for Krishna conscious activities, which is best done when done in a group of devotees, like all those who have assembled today. So on this short note, let's begin today's celebrations. If you can hear me clearly, and if you can also see me clearly, please raise your hands. Thank you. You can all lower your hands now, please. So we will start our Ekadashi celebrations with a small bhajan. It's Jai Radha Madhav. I think you must have heard it so many times before also. So we will sing. And after that, we will try to do some Shravanam. We'll try to hear. The agenda for today would be something like this. Depends on the time availability also. So first we'll sing Jai Radha Madhav. So every line of the bhajan which I sing, I'll sing it twice. First time it's for you to hear, and second time it's for you to repeat. And after the Jai Radha Madhav bhajan, we will hear a lecture by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. And simply by hearing his lectures, we can advance in the Krishna consciousness. Bhakti begins with Shravanam. If our hearing is happening nicely, then our japa will be okay or good. And if our japa is good, then our reading will be good. So everything revolves around hearing. All of you are students of either Gita course or some Bhakti Rikshas or some congregations or some connection here and there. And all of us will agree that the basis of Krishna consciousness is Shravanam or Japa. So, Shravanam or hearing, and of course, coupled with Japa. So let's hear a Prabhupada lecture today. We'll hear for some time and then we will share our realizations. And after that, we can meditate on one of the nice bhajans which we have written by the previous predecessor acharyas. And after that, since we are all together today, let's take this opportunity to chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It will be a very, very powerful transcendental sound vibration, and it will attract the mercy of Krishna, attention of Krishna. And finally, we can take some question and answers. We can also discuss on some aspects like worshipping Tulsi Maharani and others. So that's the agenda for the day. Hang on till the end, because last time we did this, we found it very difficult to end the meeting because everybody was so much interested, so much charged up, and the session keeps picking up as and when we go forward. So with this, we begin our bhajan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, 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 Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gandharvika Giridhari Gandharvika Giridhari Gandharvika Giridhari Gaura Hari Jaya Gandharvika Giridhari Gandharvika Giridhari Gandharvika Giridhari Gaura Hari Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Shri Radhe Jaya Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Shri Radhe Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada Yuga Dharma Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai. So thank you very much for your participation. Although I couldn't hear the Kirtan, but I could feel this transcendental sound vibration. This song, Jai Radha Madhav, it contains the entire Vrindavan in it. When we read the meanings of this bhajan and when we read the purports given by Srila Prabhupada, and when we sing it on a daily basis as a matter of practice, as a matter of sadhana, then slowly and steadily things are revealed to us. And then we realize that Jai Radha Madhav is the best way in which we can express our loving devotion towards Krishna. Having said so, let's listen to a very, very nice lecture from Srila Prabhupada. We'll all try to hear very attentively for the next 20 minutes or so. And then we will all try to share some points. Please try to have a notebook or a pen next to you, or maybe if you can just remember it somehow. We'll all try to hear it and try to hear it scrutinizingly. Remember what are the good points in the lecture, and maybe devotees can share one point. We can have a 10 to 15 minute discussion where we can all share one point. Of course, we cannot hear to all the hundreds of people who are there, but people can raise hands and people can speak up. And try not to repeat the points. It's okay if we repeat. Sometimes important messages we need to hear again and again. But the idea is that we all get together and we all listen to Srila Prabhupada as a group. And then we try to meditate on the instructions which are there in this lecture. And then we try to share our reflections, our realizations, or the points which we liked once the lecture is over. Okay, so I will share my screen. So this is a very, very nice website. It is called as prabhupadwani.org. It contains all the lectures of Prabhupada. So what I've done is I've chosen this verse 4.1 today. This lecture was given by Srila Prabhupada on March 21st, 1974 in Bombay. And this verse is very nice. Imam vivasvate yogam proktavanaham avyayam vivasvan manave praha manur ikshvakave pravet. So Krishna is telling, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to son, God, Vivaswan, and Vivaswan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. So many people say Gita is just 5,000 years old, and what was there before Gita? The answer is before Gita, only Gita was there. Because when this universe, when this cosmic manifestation was created, at that time, crores of years ago, Krishna instructed this science of Bhagavad Gita to Vivaswan, who is the presiding deity of the sun planet. And then this knowledge was passed down in a chain of Guru Shishya Parampara, in a bona fide chain of Guru and disciples. And this knowledge was passed on as it is. And so on and so forth, it went on. Only due to a passage of time, sometimes when this chain of disciples is broken, Guru Shishya Parampara is somehow cut down because of the passage of time, Krishna again advents himself to repeat the same message. So that is the summary of this verse. So let's now hear. The transcription is also here, so I'll keep scrolling so that you can read as well as hear. So now I'll play. If you're able to hear the lecture very nicely, please raise your hands. And after that, lower your hands also.
Translation. The Blessed Lord said,
Able to hear?
I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god, Vivasvan, and Vivasvan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku.
Imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham abhyam vivasvan manave praha manu ikshakave bravet. So, we are beginning today speaking on Bhagavad Gita, the preliminary scientific study of this science of God. Bhagavad Gita means Bhagavat, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagavan means the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhaga, we generally know, Bhagya, opulence, fortune. A man is called Bhagavan. This Bhagavan word comes from the word Bhaga, Bhagavan. Bhaga means opulence. 6 kinds of opulences: wealth, strength, influence, education, wisdom, beauty, and energies. These are opulences. If a man is wealthy, he attracts. He attracts. Any man very wealthy, he attracts. Similarly, if he is very strong, if he is very influencer, if he is very learned, wise, if he is very beautiful, he or she, doesn't matter. Or if he is a great renouncer, one who has renounced everything for public benefit, naturally we have got attraction. So, in this material world, we find some wealthy man, some rich man, from strong man, from beautiful man, from wise man, from one renounced man, but they are only fragmental. Fragmental, very small quantity. Any man you can take, rich man. He may be very rich man, but in comparison to the other person in the material world, but nobody can claim that I am the richest man. No, that is not possible. Nobody can claim. I am the wisest man. Nobody can claim. I am the strongest man. That is also nobody can claim. However one strong may be, he is under the rules and regulation of material nature. You cannot go beyond that. Therefore, you cannot find Bhagavan or the Supreme Person possessing all these opulences. That is not possible. But here it is said Bhagavan was. That means he is the richest, he is the strongest, he is the most beautiful, the wisest and the most renounced order of life. Krishna, when he was present in this material world, on this globe, he proved by his action. So far his richness is concerned, at this age, in this age, at the present moment, if a person can provide his family nicely, nice apartment or nice house, good dress, good food, he is considered to be very successful man. Because in this age, it is said in the Shastra, Dakhyam Kutumba Bharanam. Kutumba means family. If one can provide his family very comfortably, he is considered as very expert. But the family maintenance is done by the cats and dogs also. They also maintain their family, their wife, children very nicely, according to their standard. But this age is so fallen that if even one is not married, the preliminary necessities of life, eating, sleeping, sex life, and protection from fear, these are the preliminary necessities. So the age is so fallen that people have no eating substance even. We know everyone how things are going on. People are hungry. No eating substance. And what to say of sleeping, or what to speak of? Nobody is married timely, either boys or girls. And nobody is secure. Nobody knows what will happen next moment. This is called Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means mandas manda matayo manda bhagya jubadhata prayana alpa ayusha kalau asmin yuge jana. Asmin yuge, Kali Yuge, alpa ayusha. They are living very short time. The duration of life reducing. Anyone can know. His forefather, his grandfather lived for say 100 years. His father lived for 80 years. And he is going to live for 60 years. In this way, the duration of life will be reduced up to 20 years. That is already foretold. If a man lives for 20 to 30 years, he will be considered very old man. That day is coming, because how they will live? There is no eating, there is no sleeping, there is no fixture of this program. These are required. Annat bhavanti bhutani. Simply by dry lecture, how they will feel happy. There must be sufficient food grains so that people may live happily, the animal may live happily. Especially in India, we see no animal is fatty, either cat, dog or cow, but they have no eating. So, annat bhavanti bhutani. They must be given sufficient food. Anna, Krishna does not say that you fast and chant Hare Krishna. He does not say. Krishna is not so impractical. He says, eat very nicely, keep very nicely, and chant Hare Krishna, make your life successful. That is Hare Krishna consciousness movement. Krishna consciousness movement is not one-sided. It is all-embracing. Sarve sukhina bhavantu. Krishna consciousness movement wants to see everyone happy. Without being happy, how you can remain peaceful? That is not possible. Therefore, Bhagavan Uvacha. You take lessons from Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, perfect, all perfect. What he will do by hearing this rascal or that rascal? Try to hear from the Supreme Personality without any fault, without any deviation. There are 4 kinds of defects in conditional life. To commit mistake, to be illusion, Brahm, Pramad, Vipralapsa, to cheat, propensity for cheating, and imperfection of senses. So we are all infected with these 4 deficiencies of life, material condition of life. Therefore, mukta means one who is liberated from these defects. Those who are infected with these defects, they cannot give you perfect knowledge. That is not possible. Imperfectness of senses, how he can gather perfect knowledge? They can simply say, perhaps it may be, most probably, that's all. Theories. Nobody can say it is like this. Just like in the Vedas, it is said, how many different varieties of lives are there? Jalaja Navalakhani, Sthavara Lakhamimsati, Kirmayo Rudrasankhaka. Exact number. There's so many varieties of lives are there. 900,000 species of life in the water. Jalaja Navalakhani, Sthavara Lakhamimsati. 2 million varieties of trees, plants like that. Kirmaya Rudrasankhaka. 11 lakh varieties of insects. Pakshinam Dasalakkhakam. There are 1 million types of birds. Similarly, 3 million types of animals and 400,000 different types of humankind. Everything is exactly calculated. That is called Vedic knowledge, because it is how the perfection of knowledge comes. Here it is said, Imam vivasati yugam praktaman aham. Krishna says, aham abhayam. The knowledge is perfect. Abhayam. Abhayam means that cannot be diverse or deviated. Perfect abhayam. Without any deviation. Therefore, if you want to know perfect knowledge, then you have to hear from Krishna. Therefore, Bhagavan Vacha. Bhagavan means the most powerful, most influential, the supreme wise, most beautiful, most learned, most renouncer. Just see Bhagavan's renouncer. If we construct a building, how much attached we become to this building. But Krishna has constructed this whole universe. Whole universe means we have no idea what is the universe. We have no idea what is this planet. We are trying to go to the moon planet. We have no exact idea even of the moon planet. And there are innumerable planets. Vasudha. Jasya prabha prabhavato jagadanna koti. Kotishu vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam. Each planet is of different type, different climate, different facilities, different standard of life. And there are ananta, innumerable planets, you cannot count even. So this is only one universe. And there are millions of universes. Jasya prabha prabhavato jagadanna koti. So Krishna, or the Supreme Lord, is creator of these all universes. Still, he does not come here. He comes occasionally. But he does not claim. You utilize. He has given to you, you living entities. You wanted to enjoy this material world. All right, I give you. Enjoy. Beginning from Brahma down to the end. They're enjoying. And they're creating their own karma fall. Karmana daivanetrena. And because he is creating his karma fall, he is getting another body. Sometimes the ant's body, sometimes Brahma's body, sometimes cat's body, sometimes American body, sometimes Indian body, sometimes monkey's body. In this way, we are wandering all over the universe. This is called disease, material disease. Bhutta bhutta praliyat. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darsanam. The one who is wise, one who is learned, he should try to understand how to get out of this cycle of birth and death, repetition of birth and death. Now you have got this American body, very nice, rich nation's body, and we have got Indian body, that's all right. But what is the next life? That the people do not know. Just like you prepare by education for the future life, what you are preparing for the next life, they do not know. There is no, whether there is life or not. Such a fool we are that we do not know. Therefore, we have to hear from the perfect person, Krishna. Krishna says, Dehinasmin jatha dehi. That is the first instruction. Dehinasmin jatha dehi kaumara jovanam jara tatha dehantara prapti. So this is the beginning of spiritual education. Dehantara prapti. We have to change this body, transmigrate from this body to another body. That's a subtle way. But no university teaches how the soul is transferred from one body to another, what kind of body you are going to get next. There is no such science. But that is the real problem. Therefore, we have to hear from Krishna, Bhagavan, the Supreme, the person who can give you perfect knowledge. That is the process. If you really want knowledge, you have to hear from Krishna. And Krishna is so kind. He came personally. Jada jada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata abhuttana dharmasya tadatmanam sijama. He comes. He is so kind. He comes. He gives personally instruction and he leaves the instruction recorded, just like Bhagavad Gita. This Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna to Arjuna and it was recorded by Sanjaya by the grace of Vyasdev. And then Vyasdev put the conversation in the Mahabharata. Mahabharata means the history of greater India. That is Mahabharata. The whole planet is called Bharat, Bharatvarsha. And the history of the whole planet is called Mahabharata. In this Mahabharata, this Bhagavad Gita is set in for the knowledge of the all human beings. It is not meant for the Hindus, for the Indians, for the Brahmins, for the no. It is meant for everyone to take perfect knowledge from Krishna and be happy. If you want to become happy, actually, then Krishna's instruction you accept. We are already fallen. Now if you want to save ourselves from this fallen condition, take instruction from Krishna and do not try to deviate. Do not try to interpret in your own whimsical way, in a rascal way. Simply try to understand what Krishna says. That's all. Then your life will be perfect. Therefore Krishna said, try to understand this Bhagavad Gita in this process. What is that? Imam vivasati yugam praptavanaham abhayam. I first of all spoke to the sun god Vivasa. Vivasa. The sun is there. Nobody knows what is there in the sun. The so-called scientist, philosopher. But there is possibility to talk with the sun god personally. That is possible. You can also go. You can also talk, provided you become qualified by Krishna's grace. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he can go anywhere. It is not that because the fiery planet, sun planet is a fiery planet. The body there, the body is made of fire there. Just like here, the body is made of earth. Similarly, there are planets where the body is made of water. The body is made of fire, because these are the material elements. Bhumi, Rapo, Nalvo, Vayu. Either earth, water, fire, air, they are all material things. So, I may have got a suitable body to live in this material or this earthly planet. The fish has got a certain body to live in the water. You cannot live in the water. The fish cannot water on the land. That does not mean that it is impossible to live in the water. Similarly, because you cannot live in the fire, that does not mean for others it is impossible. This is foolishness. This is foolishness. The sun planet is there. It is made of fire. The bodies are so suitably made that those who have got this body, they can live there. Jasya prabha prabhavatu jagadanna koti kotishu vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam. Vibhuti. The atmosphere is different in every planet. Just like the atmosphere in the water is different from the land. But we know there are living entities within the water, on the land, on the air, within the earth, within the ether, everywhere there is sarvago. Therefore, living entity is called sarvago. The body is differently made. The spirit soul is the same. Your spirit soul, my spirit soul is the same. But your body is called American body, my body is called Indian body. That is the difference. That you have got a different dress, I have got a different dress. Bhashangsi jinnani thavi. The body is just like dress. So first spiritual knowledge is this, that I am not this body. Then the spiritual knowledge begins. Otherwise there is no possibility of spiritual knowledge. Jashyatma buddhi kunapeti dhatuke sadhik kalatra disu bhaumajyadi. One who is thinking this body, I am myself, he is the rascal animal. That's all. This rascal animal is going on all over the world. I am American, I am Indian, I am Brahmin, I am Kshatriya. This is rascal. You have to go above this. Then there is spiritual knowledge. That is bhakti yoga. Manchabhya vicharini bhakti yoge na ja sevate sagunan samatitayitana brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Aham brahmasmi. This is required. So, in order to understand this yoga system, bhakti yoga, because only by bhakti yoga you can come to the spiritual platform. Aham brahmasmi. Nahang viprana, just Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nahang viprana, Kshatriya, what is that sloka? I am not a Brahman, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a Vaishya, I am not a Shudra, I am not a Brahmachari, I am not a Grihastha, I am not a Bharaprastha, because our Vedic civilization is based on Varna and Ashram. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu denied all these things. I do not belong to any of this. Then what is your position? Gopi bhattu pada kamalayo dasu dasanu das. I am eternally servant of the maintainer of the gopis. That means Krishna. And he preached Jiver Sarupaya Nitya Krishna Das. That is our identification. We are eternal servant of Krishna. Therefore, these servants who have rebelled against Krishna, they have come to this material world. Therefore, to reclaim these servants, Krishna comes. And Krishna says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskitam dharma samasthapanarthaya sambhavami juge juge. Krishna comes. He is so kind. So let us take advantage of Krishna's coming here, leaving behind him this Bhagavad Gita, and read it perfectly and make your lives perfect. That is Krishna consciousness movement. It is not a bogus movement, it is most scientific movement. So outside India, these European, American, they are taking advantage of it. Why not this Indian youth? What is the wrong there? This is not good. Let us join together. Start this Krishna consciousness movement very seriously and deliver this suffering humanity. That is our purpose. They are suffering for want of knowledge. Everything is there, complete, simply by mismanagement. Simply by it is being managed by the rogues and thieves. You become perfect in Krishna consciousness and take the management and make your life successful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
So that was a very, very blissful lecture on the Bhagavad Gita verse 4.1. So those who have heard attentively, they must have certainly relished it. Just like Prabhupada is talking on this verse, he has talked similarly on various other verses of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and various other occasions, festivals, public addresses, morning walks, Ishopanishad, Nectar of Devotion, Chaitanya Charitamrita, you name it. He has delivered so many lectures. Simply if we can immerse ourselves in these lectures and try to hear it attentively. Then Prabhupada himself says in one of the lectures that simply by hearing attentively and by chanting Hare Krishna, only these two activities, hearing and chanting, one can go home back to Godhead, out of the cycle of birth, disease, old age and death, and go back home back to Godhead. So now that we have heard sufficiently from this verse 4.1, I would now like to invite the devotees to share some points which they have liked. So there is two ways in which that can be done. Either you can type your realization in the chat box, or else you can raise your hand and then we will unmute you and you can share it personally with us, and that will be, we'll be able to interact more in that way. So you can raise your hands, I'll unmute you, and then you can share your realizations. Or if you have some problem with your camera or the setup, you can type it out in the chat box also. So first, I would like to go to Prasant Pradhan. So I would request you to be unmuted. And if you can also turn on your video, that will be good, so that all of us can hear you. Prashant Pradhan. Okay, Prashant Pradhan, you have to unmute yourself.
I'm Sasmita Pradhan.
Hey, Krishna. Please tell us what is the point which you liked?
I am very happy and मैं बहुत खुश हूँ इसमें, और मुझे बहुत बोल नहीं सकती, इतना अच्छा लगता है. सुबह में जपा माला और एवरीथिंग अच्छा लगता है. हरे कृष्ण।
थैंक यू माता जी। आपने जो अभी प्रभुपाद का लेक्चर सुना, उसमें से आपको कोई पॉइंट पसंद आया, उसमें से आपको कुछ अच्छा लगा जो आप हमारे साथ दोबारा से शेयर करना चाहेंगी? यदि
वो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, वो मेटेरियलिस्टिक नहीं होना चाहिए लाइफ में, और सब कुछ हमारे पास है, फिर हम क्यों किसी के मटेरियल में पीछे भागेंगे।
थैंक यू सस्मिता माता जी, वेरी वेरी
Okay,
टू हियर फ्रॉम यू।
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा। Okay, so the next person was Mohan Kumar. You have raised your hand. So first preference we'll give to those people who want to interact with us, because that makes the system very, very interactive and very, very relishable. So Mohan Prabhu, you can go ahead. We cannot hear you. You are still muted.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Dhanavad Pranam, Prabhuji. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Mohan Prabhu. Can you please share with us which point you liked?
Yes. Prabhuji, I like it. First point is Prabhupada mentions that Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says who's Bhagavan is 6 appliances is fully surpasses in Bhagavan. Aishwaryasya samagrasya veerasya yashasya and shreya gnana vairagasya. All 6 appliances fully there in the Bhagavan, in Lord Shri Krishna. In living entities, it means we are all tiny parts, we are having that, but we not have full appliances like all powerful. We are not all powerful. We can lift only how much we able to lift then weight. Then we can't lift mountain, we can't lift the universe like Varaha Dev lifting the in from the ocean. So that's why Prabhupada mentions that this Bhagavan is Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Krishna says is a perfect person. So God only perfect. That's why we when God saying that knowledge, the God giving that knowledge. Can I speak in Hindi? You're understanding? It's okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. So God say God giving knowledge is avyayam, means perfect. Avyayam means perfect, without any fault. Whatever Krishna says, it's perfect without any faults. That's why when we make that mistake, then statement, अब हम कुछ तो ऐसा कुछ स्टेटमेंट करते हैं तो हमें मिस्टेक करते हैं हम, और इल्यूशन में होते, चीटिंग प्रोपेंसिटी हमारे रहते, इम्परफेक्ट सेंसेस हमारे है, लेकिन भगवान के वो सब नबी में नहीं है। लेकिन हम जो भी सोचते हैं करते हैं उसमें हम 3 गुणों से 3 गुणों के अंदर ही करते हैं, सत्व रजो तम गुण के अंदर ही करते, लेकिन भगवान वो गुण से परे है, त्रैगुण गुण से परे, वो निराकार है, निर्विकार है, निर्गुण, निराकार, निर्विकार। निर्गुण मतलब उनके कोई मेटेरियल गुण नहीं है, निर्विकार मतलब उनके कोई विकार नहीं है उनके बॉडी में, और निराकार मतलब उन हमारे जैसा भौतिक शरीर उनका नहीं है, वो फुली आध्यात्मिक शरीर है। सो निर्गुण, निराकार, निर्विकार। निर्गुण का मतलब उनका कोई भौतिक गुण नहीं है, निराकार का मतलब उनका कोई आकार हमारे जैसा भौतिक आकार, भौतिक शरीर नहीं है। निर्विकार, उन हमें विकार है लेकिन भगवान में कोई विकार नहीं है, इसलिए वो परफेक्ट पर्सन है, अव्ययन है। इसलिए उन जो भगवान ने जो भी गीता में बताया है वो परफेक्ट है, इसलिए अव्ययम, परफेक्ट नॉलेज विदाउट एनी फॉल्ट्स, ये थोड़ा। और अब एक प्रभुपाद जी के एक बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे,
वन पॉइंट पर पर्सन, बहुत लोग बोलना चाह रहे हैं। आई विल कम बैक टू यू इफ टाइम रिमेन्स, ठीक है?
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर
पॉइंट।
हरे कृष्ण, धन्यवाद।
Okay, so the next person which wants to talk is Nihit Anand. Okay, Mohini Mataji, I can see her hand directly raised here, so I will ask her to unmute, and you have to unmute yourself, Mataji. Okay, you have to unmute yourself.
I did.
Yes, we can hear you now. Please go ahead.
My question is, everything is fine, but when I come into the real world, I'm all lost again. And I requested Raja Bhatni ji also the same question, but he said when I'm online, I can ask the Prabhu.
So this is a question. Right now we are trying to discuss what we appreciated from Srila Prabhupada's lecture, which we just heard. So is it possible for you to share a point and then we can take your question?
I have been, my dad was a Krishna follower. I'm a Krishna follower. I've been to Ahmedabad, Ottawa, Toronto, and a lot of other Vrindavan. But I'm still lost in myself. When I'm fine, when I'm doing japa, when I'm doing prayers, I'm fine. But when I come in this world where I have to pay bills, where I have to meet people and live the daily agony, I'm lost.
Okay, so you asked a question which is quite a very, very common problem which many people face. First of all, Mohini Mataji, please try to understand that this is not your problem, this is everybody's problem. We all, when we are in the association of devotees chanting Hare Krishna and doing devotional services, we feel very blissful. But the moment we go out of the devotee association, or the moment we step out of the direct Krishna conscious activities, we feel some kind of anxiety, and we can understand what you're trying to express. Similar was the condition of Arjuna. Krishna told to Arjuna, Mam anusmara yudhyacha. Or else in another place he has said, Nimit matra bhavya savya sachin. He said, just become my instrument and just think of me and fight. Now, what is your opinion, Mohini Mataji? Was Arjuna very, very blissful, killing all his family members and teachers and relatives and sons and grandsons and uncles? No. The material world is like that. It is meant for suffering. However, miseries, we are all afraid of miseries. Why we are afraid of miseries? Because as spirit souls, we are all anandmaya abhyasat. We are eternal, we are blissful, and we are full of knowledge. However, like Prabhupada said in today's lecture, because of our continued ignorance and continued rebellion towards Krishna, we have somehow or the other ended up in this material world. And because of having been in this material world for such a prolonged amount of time, there are various layers of lust, greed, anger, illusion, enviousness, and attachments on our spiritual consciousness. So because of that, we are very afraid of miseries because that's not natural for us. We are not meant for being miserable. However, when one starts chanting Hare Krishna, when one starts realizing that no matter what they do, no matter what adjustments they make in this material world, it will continue to remain a dukkhalayam, it will continue to remain a shashvatam, it will continue to remain anityam, it will continue to remain a sukham. However, miseries in this world are unavoidable, but suffering is optional. Just like there is a lotus flower or a lotus petal or a lotus leaf in the water or in the kichad, you will see that although the lotus leaf is there in the water, it never becomes wet. So devotees of Krishna or anybody who is a follower of Krishna consciousness, by the mercy of the Lord, gets the similar characteristic. Prabhupada was quoting a very nice verse, Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Saguna samatityaitan Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So anybody who chants Hare Krishna, no matter how many problems come in their lives,
yes,
what goes up and down, they will always be in a state of equanimity. They will never hanker for anything which they don't have, neither they will lament for something which has been lost. And they'll be always understanding that I am here to attain the highest goal of life. The highest goal of life is to go back home, back to Godhead. However, due to ignorance, if someone starts making the non sublime goals as their actual goals of life, then they will suffer. Then there will be so many karmic reactions. And in this way, the continued existence in material world will be there.
What did I do wrong to suffer like this?
I can't tell that. Only Krishna knows. Only Krishna knows what you have done wrong, what I have done wrong. None of us can know. However, I have two more points to tell to your answer. First, why do I feel sad when I go out of the association of devotees? I feel sad when I go out of the association of devotional service and association of devotees because once I go there, I forget Krishna. Or maybe, I mean, this is not to you, but this is a general statement. Maybe our Krishna consciousness is still to some degree on a sentimental or an emotional platform.
It's on emotional.
Somehow we feel that I can be Krishna conscious only when my hand is there in the jap mala. It is wrong. Arjuna was Krishna conscious in a battlefield where he killed 6.4 crore people. So that's not the case. We have to mam anusmara yudhyacha. We have to always think of Krishna and never forget Krishna. Think about Prahlad. His father was trying to burn him, trample him by elephant, throw him from cliffs, whatnot, poison him, but still he was blissful. Why? Because he was always remembering Krishna, never forgetting Krishna. So if we are having this consciousness all throughout the day, if we know why we are paying our bills, if we know why we are going to office, if we know how much we have to interact with these people, and if we know whom should we associate with and whom should we not associate with, then it's not so very difficult. We will always be Krishna conscious, irrespective of time, place, and circumstances. Answer to the last question which you asked, what did I do wrong? I don't know. None of us can answer that. Only Krishna knows. However, if we have fallen into a turbulent river, then should we try to first understand how I fell in this river, or what did I do so that I fell in this river? Or will we first try to get out of the river?
Get out.
We'll all try to get out of the river first, and then we will meditate and analyze how this actually happened. So all we have to do now is we have understood that we are there in a very, very artificial, abominable condition in this material world by having accepted the birth, death, old age, and disease cycle. So we have to just chant Hare Krishna, follow the instructions of our guides, mentors, instructors, read the Bhagavad Gita, associate with devotees, eat Krishna Prasad, and come out of this cycle. And then when we go and meet Krishna, we can ask him personally, what did I do wrong? And only he'll be able to answer. Okay?
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Okay, so I have so many other people who want to add. I'll give this opportunity to Nihit Anand. Nihit Anand has raised his hand from a long time. Can you please tell us what did you like in today's lecture?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. I hope I'm audible. Okay. First of all, the realizations have been great from the day I have started chanting. And coming to the part where the today's lecture, so I've heard Prabhupada for the first time. So it was very exciting to hear him, because I've only heard that he has a very thick accent, and I have not got an opportunity to really hear him. So it was a very good opportunity to, first of all, hear him, and to see his vast knowledge. It was really like very vast knowledge he had. In between, he was quoting a lot of slokas. So it was really wonderful to hear him. And now coming to the realizations, I've seen that regarding the universe, what it was told, like there are millions of universes and we are so small, like we still don't know about sun and moon, leave about the other planets and other galaxies and other solar systems, right? So listening to those things, it feels that there is so much we don't know, literally, and we are still finding out what's happening and what's going to happen. Literally, what he said, that we really don't know what's going to happen in the next moment. So and the fact that obviously in the various material modes of nature, there could be possibility that there could be living beings living on sun or on different planets which are made up of gas or other elements, right? So we are very limited in our knowledge. We think that we are the only one, we don't have another life after this, and we don't care about it. So the best part, what I understood, that we have to prepare for our next life. and we have to break the cycle of birth and death. That is the thing which is the most important. What I have come as a final conclusion, that we have to break the cycle of birth and death, and for that we have to do whatever we can. So on this, all the realizations I have really, it's exciting to understand, and the Bhagavad Gita in that context, in that detailed explanation which he has given for just one that shloka. And such vast knowledge is available with us, but we really have forgotten that. And we till now I am just thinking that I'm now at the age of 35 and I've still not, I was having no knowledge about it. It's such a big thing which I missed in my life for the last 15 years probably. So I'm very thankful to come in your all association. And literally I have been, this is my first Ekadashi vrat which I have done today. And I've been doing 2 rounds of malas for last 5-6 days. I have for last 24-25 days of session with Prabhuji Kartikeya Das in the Gita course. The mind has been playing trick with me. I've been not been able to do the Mahamantra. Okay, just after 2 days or 3 days. But finally, I took a call that I have to do the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, come what may. Whatever may happen in any day, the misery is every day. The suffering is there every day. And it is, we have a lot of excuses. So I took a call. I started doing chanting. I shifted to 2 rounds. Today I did 6 rounds. So yeah. So and with that I did the first vrat today. At least till 12 I did not had anything from 6 to 12. And then after 12 I am on the nuts and little bit of milk and sabudana. That's all. So yeah. So I'm really it's a positive energy which has I'm feeling very fearless now with any situation, more than I was before. And it feels like obviously we can conquer a lot. There's a lot of things to do. And this particular shloka and lecture has given the idea that we are very small and there is a lot of things in the world, and obviously we have to keep up the devotional practice. Absolutely, there is no other way out to go out of this misery.
Thank you, Nihit Anand Prabhu. It was so nice to hear from you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
By the way, before we conclude, sun is further knowledge. Sun is not just a globe full of gases. Sun is thousands and thousands of times bigger than Earth. Sun has Ganga, Yamuna, and there are various other palaces and River Swan, and there's a whole civilization there. It's just that we cannot imagine it.
Absolutely.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will now like to request somebody who has not been very frequent in these sessions. One request, we would request the participants to keep their realizations a little brief because we have to cover so many other participants, and kindly stick to the realization which you have had from Srila Prabhupada's lecture. So I will request Pallavi Panda Mataji, if she can just speak up.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so from
what did you like in Srila Prabhupada's lecture today?
Yes, Prabhuji. So I just wanted to say that Prabhupada was saying on the last few seconds that why, if Western culture people are accepting Krishna consciousness, why not many Indians are not coming? So everyone should be Krishna conscious in their life. So even I realized that the same, because accepting a different culture is very, very hard, but still Western culture people are accepting it very sincerely. And I really appreciate that, and I get so much enthusiasm if I see any foreign devotees into Krishna conscious things, and they are chanting, they are following all Prabhupada's rules and all ISKCON rules. So I feel very good and happy, and I get more encouragement to do Krishna conscious more. So this is what I got. I mean, I liked this lecture, and previously from Prabhupada lecture, I was not able to understand more. because I was not knowing many things. But now when I listen, like more, I am trying to understand the things what he's saying, and getting little more interest to listen his lectures.
Thank you.
And Prabhuji, I have one realization to share here. Like I am since 1 year I'm into Krishna conscious. From our Whitefield Center only I came to know, and I'm into this chanting and following the rules, a few rules. So once I started this Ekadashi Vrat last year, previous to that I never thought that I can fast, because I feel very much hungry. If I start if any fasting that day only, I feel more hunger. But then once I started, I never thought that I can do the fasting like this, because and now I can just have some sabudana or fruits or milk, and I can stay and just remember Krishna, and I'm able to do the fastings. And one more thing, that for chanting more rounds, previously my mother, since last 1 month, my mother is not there with me only, and my son and me only there. So I used to think how I'm able to like maintain the chanting and household works and all. But then, and also work, I'm working, so work from home also there. So I don't know how Krishna is like helping me, and my work load is so much very less now. So I'm able to do everything like chanting, prasadam, cooking, and taking care of my kid. Everything is so manageable now. So I'm very, really, very grateful to Krishna that he is helping me out. So this is what my realization.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful realization. I think this will encourage many, many people here today. Krishna says in the 11th chapter, Kalosmin Ham, I am time. So those people who are not getting time for devotional service, please pray to Krishna that Krishna, you are time. Please give me time, and Krishna can do anything. Thank you very much.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, we'd now like to hear from Vinita Dambal Mataji. Can you please unmute yourself and let us know what did you like from the lecture of Srila Prabhupada today?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji, we can hear you, and we can.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
The one which I saw was the essence. I felt it was the essence of Hare Krishna movement, Hare Krishna conscious movement. Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu, what he had mentioned. So he says everyone becomes happy when they go through this movement. But what it actually means is it involves all, not, and it is not one-sided. And what that means is it is in association with others, not in isolation at all. So that means when we do things in this Hare Krishna movement sincerely and with all devotion, it reflects. So it makes people happy. And once people are happy, he says, you're peaceful. So that is, I thought, is the essence, and that is what we feel. I mean, I feel since I've started this 2 years ago, to say that there is a sort of peace when you hear about this, chant Hare Krishna mantra, and listen to various transcripts. And you have introduced us to these transcripts, which is really good and makes a lot of sense as Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu. That is my reflection.
Thank you. It's a very, very wonderful reflection. Prabhuji would like to share something. I see he's reading and contemplating on something.
No, I think she has done the good job. I think.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, there are so many realizations in the chat. First, I would like to go into the chat. So many people have spoken so many things. Let's see. Okay. Narayani Kannan Mataji says, I am not this body. Sandhya Sajit Mataji says, Bhakti begins when one realizes that we are not the soul. We are the soul and not the body. Priyanka Agarwal Mataji says that we are in this material world because we went against the Supreme Godhead. Krishna wants us to be back with him. Very, very beautiful. And ultimate knowledge is to know the self. Murli Mohan, very nice. Deepmala Golani Mataji says, due to karma phal, Jeev gets different bodies. A learned person should try to understand how to get rid of the cycle of birth and death. Vimal V. Whenever dharma is getting distorted, Bhagwan will come and restore the dharma. Very nice. Mahabharata is about the entire planet. There's life even on the sun. Mridula Ravindran is saying this. Samyukta Sasi Sekhar. I think Samyukta Sasi Sekharan has also raised their hand, so I will not read this. I will directly listen to them once we give them a chance. Narayani Kannan Mataji is telling that body is only a dress of the soul. Soul is imperishable. Very good. Priyanka Agarwal again. Krishna comes to restore dharma. We should rise above the body and material needs. Very nice. Ashwini Hegde Mataji is telling, first spiritual knowledge is that I am not this body. Okay. Naresh Kumar Pandit Prabhuji says, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Okay, this is a question, not a realization. Please explain Manda Sumanda Matayoho, Manda Bhagya. Okay, that's a Bhagavatam shloka, which we will discuss later on. Deepak Prabhu and is telling, the humans have 4 defects. So hear directly from the Lord. Why hear from anyone else? Very, very beautifully. That means he's trying to say, take from the perfect source. Deepmala Golani Mataji again is mentioning Krishna's personal instructions are Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita is for a particular, he is not for a particular caste or a creed, it's for everyone. Very good. बहुत लोग बोलते हैं Krishna is a Hindu god. Bhagavad Gita is a Hindu scripture. That's not the case. 5,000 years ago, there was no Hinduism, Christianity, or Islam or anything. It was just the Sanatana Dharma. So it is for everybody. That's very clear. God has 6 opulences. Very good. So don't accept anybody else as God if they claim themselves to be God and if they are not showing these 6 opulences in the supreme most quantity. Mridula Ravindran again is telling, hereafter there will be no sleep, no food, and life will be short. Okay, this is the prediction of Kali Yuga. As the Kali Yuga progresses, this will manifest. But this will take some time, don't be worried. The lifespan of Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years, out of which only 5,000 years have passed. And slowly and steadily as we progress, these symptoms will show up. Okay, Ajay Takbhate Prabhu is telling, start the Krishna consciousness and go back home, back to Godhead. That's his first realization. Follow the Bhagavad Gita and lead a happy life. Second, thank you. Ashwini Hegde Mataji is again telling 4 defects are humans have tendency to commit mistakes. They get illusioned. They have the propensity to cheat and imperfect senses. And then she has another realization. Jivera Swarup Krishnera Nityadas. That means we are all eternal servants, loving servants of Krishna. We should always stay in Krishna consciousness. Shanu Srivatsa is telling. Gita Sriram Mataji is telling, the passage establishes the authenticity of the spiritual or spirituality rendered in the Bhagavad Gita. It is scientific and strategic. It is the perfect knowledge and not deviated. It is not fabricated, passed down from ancient times, from guru to disciple. Very, very strong realization. Umesh SK Umesh SK has this realization that disciplic succession is very important. Krishna wants us to go back to him to help us. He personally comes to deliver us. We have to realize that we are the spirit soul and not this body. Shloka 2.2 tells that we are not this body. We only change the dress. Okay, imperfection of senses, and so there are so many points. I don't think I can read everything. I'll just pick up those points which have not been covered till now. Sanjeev Thakur is telling, Lord Krishna is so kind that he manifested himself in this world to give this knowledge and save us. Now it's up to us to take the advantage of this perfect knowledge and that we are spirit souls and our position of being his eternal servants and free ourselves from the unending cycle of life and death in this temporary world of miseries. Very nice. Ganesh Acharya, because I'm not able to survive in water, it doesn't mean that there is no living entity there. Very good. Okay, Barnali Sen, our Shastras give us exact knowledge. That's very, very nice. Nam Lakshmi Hasini Mataji is telling, a thick layer of lust, greed, and all the other material things have been fallen on our soul. Hemlata Srinivasan, I feel that Krishna is always with me. I'm a part of his body. That is, my Atma belongs to him and not my body. Very nice. We are all part and parcels of Krishna. Agreed. Okay. Roop Krishnamurti Mataji is telling, I hope I'm getting the name right. The Maha Mantra has helped me to overcome my life's most difficult times, and I had to face with my father's sudden demise due to COVID on November 1st. Yes. So the Krishna consciousness is the panacea. That's the only solution to all distresses of life. Okay, Lokanath Govinda Rajulu is sharing, unless we come to Krishna consciousness, we cannot be peaceful, as we have 4 defects in conditional life and full of suffering. Very nice. Okay, some questions are there. I'm not taking the questions now. And Hemlata Srinivasan is telling that I'm into Krishna consciousness for the last 20 years. I chant 16 rounds of Mahamantra every day. We offer our respectful, humble obeisances to Hemlata Srinivasan Mataji. Please bless all of us so that we can also nicely be on this path of Krishna consciousness. Okay, so now the chat messages are over. I will just take one more realization from the lecture, and I'll take it from Samyukta Sasi Sekaran. If you can just unmute.
Hello.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi. So I'm very excited to join this talk. From Prabhupada's speech, I was happy to know that there are living entities in the sun, and that's amazing. I have never even thought in that angle. And when you said that there are palaces like the Yamuna and other Ganga and all that, I really want to know more. And the living entities in water, and how the soul is indestructible, and how we can gain happiness by connecting to Krishna, and give up this material world, and end the cycle of birth and death. So this was my realization. I am practicing Hare Krishna mantra every day. I've just started 3-4 months back. I've upgraded to 2 rounds, but I am very happy, and certainly I am very, very happy. And previously I was not such a happy and enthusiastic person, but now I'm very positive, and my whole family has got benefit because of this change. And I'm very thankful to ISKCON for giving me this knowledge, and connecting me to Krishna in a closer way. And he's such a nice God with a very beautiful and a lot of knowledge, and he has the 6 opulences, and he gives us whatever we want. Like the previous volunteer said, even I had a tough time at job, and after I started praying to Krishna, my tough times have gone, and I'm able to manage my work. So all thanks to Krishna and ISKCON. This is my realization. Thank you.
Thank you, Samyukta Sasi Sekaran Mataji. That is so
Welcome.
nice to hear from you. I hope that you will continue your journey in Krishna consciousness. You will follow the instructions of your mentors and guides and progress in a steady and a stable way. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. There is one person who is patiently waiting from a very, very long time. Sumant V.
Yes. Hello.
We
Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, we
Prabhu. Like my view on this wisdom of Prabhupada is that like every living entity that takes birth be it animal or human beings, like they have some or the other defects, but human being is blessed to come out of all these defects and go back to Godhead. Like cats also provide their families with all kinds of opulence, like shelter, food, and their necessities. But human beings also provide the same. But there is no difference between animals and human beings. If they want to be different, they need to follow in Krishna consciousness. And like Chanakya Pandit once said, like if there is no happiness greater than soul knowledge. So like but Chanakya Pandit just made Chandragupta the great built a Mauryan empire. But Prabhupada is giving that knowledge, like soul knowledge, so that will be happy. So in the form of being in Krishna consciousness, we'll be really happy. And like we can make everyone happy, like because the whole universe is Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Thank you.
Cool. That's a very, very nice session. So now we are done with taking realizations. I'm sorry I'm not able to accommodate everything because there are so many people here. We have to also sing a bhajan. We also have to chant some rounds, maybe at least one round together. And then we also need some important announcements we have to make. One important announcement before we do anything else. After this program, we are going to circulate a link where you can update the number of rounds which you have chanted. We want to accumulate all the rounds which have been chanted, and we want to offer it to Shri Gandharvika Giridhari and Sriman Mahaprabhu. So make sure before you end your day today, make sure before you go to sleep, you update the number of rounds which you have chanted. The link will be shared with you very soon after this program. And we want to really encourage this chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, especially on Ekadashis. Even those people who are not a part of our regular courses, even if they are not connected to us, even if they are your family members, friends, or relatives, loved ones, whoever, if you can just encourage them to at least chant Hare Krishna, at least on the day of Ekadashi, they will get eternal benefit. So you make your life successful and then try to encourage others also in Krishna consciousness. And especially on the days of Ekadashi, please plan your day in such a way so that you can chant, read, hear more and more. Okay? Thank you very much. And we will now sing a very nice bhajan, which is very, very unique. I'll just share it. So this is the bhajan. It's called as Vibhavari Shesha. And this is written by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And this bhajan is called as Nam Sankirtan. In this bhajan, all the different names of Krishna are being uttered. So many people sing this early in the morning. Some people sing it whenever they get time. So I thought it's very, very appropriate. Krishna consciousness movement is all about Nam Sankirtan. So it's very, very appropriate to do this Harinam Sankirtan on the day of Ekadashi. Vibhavari Shesha Aloka Pravesha Nidra Chhadi Utho Jiva Vibhavari Shesha Aloka Pravesha Nidra Chhadi Utho Jiva Bolo Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Ram Krishna Hayagriva Bolo Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Ram Krishna Hayagriva Narsimha Vamana Shri Madhusudana Brajendra Nandana Shyama Utthana Ghatana Kaitavya Shatana Jaya Dasharathi Rama Yashoda Dulal Govinda Gopal Vrindavana Purandara Yashoda Dulal Govinda Gopal Vrindavana Purandara Gopi Priya Jana Radhika Ramana Bhuvana Sundara Bara Gopi Priya Jana Radhika Ramana Bhuvana Sundara Bara रावणांतकर माखन तस्कर गोपी जना वस्त्रहारी रावणांतकर माखन तस्कर गोपी जना वस्त्रहारी ब्रजेर राखल गोप वृंदापाल चित्त हरे बंशीधारी गो ब्रजेर राखल गोप वृंदापाल चित्त हरे बंशीधारी योगींद्र बंदन श्री नंद नंदन ब्रज जना भयहारी योगींद्र बंदन श्री नंद नंदन ब्रज जना भयहारी नवीन नीरद रूप मनोहर मोहन वंशी बिहारी नवीन नीरद रूप मनोहर मोहन वंशी बिहारी यशोदनंदन कंस निषूदन निकुंज रास विलासी कदम्ब कानन रास परायण बृंद विपिन निवासी आनंद वर्धन प्रेम निकेतन फूल शराजो जकाम आनंद वर्धन प्रेम निकेतन फूल शराजो जकाम गोपांगना गण चित्त विनोदन समस्त गुण गण धाम गोपांगना गण चित्त विनोदन समस्त गुण गण धाम जामुना जीवना केली परायण मानस चंद्र चकोरा ममुना जीवन केली परायण मानस चंद्र चकोरा नाम सुधारस गाओ कृष्णा जश राखो वचन मन मोरा नाम सुधारस गाओ कृष्णा जश राखो वचन मन मोरा विभावरी शेषा आलोक प्रवेशा निद्रा छाड़ी उठो जीवा बोलो हरि हरि मुकुंद मुरारी राम कृष्ण हय ग्रीवा बोलो हरि हरि मुकुंद मुरारी राम कृष्ण हय ग्रीवा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. This is a very, very nice bhajan. Now let's try to meditate on the meaning of this bhajan. It is said in the translations here, the night has come to an end and the light of dawn is entering. O Jiva, soul, arise and give up your sleep. Chant the holy names of the Lord Hari, who is the giver of liberation, the enemy of Moor, a demon, the supreme enjoyer, the all-attractive one, and the horse-headed incarnation Hayagriva. Lord Hari, incarnated as the half man, half lion, Nrisimha. He appeared as the dwarf Brahmana named Upendra and is the killer of the Madhu demon. He is the beloved son of King of Vraja, Nanda Maharaj, and is blackish in complexion. He is the slayer of the Putana witch and the destroyer of the demon Kaitava. All glories to Lord Hari, who appeared as Lord Rama, the son of King Dashrath. He is the darling of Mother Yashoda, the giver of pleasure to the cows, land, and spiritual senses, the protector of the cows. He is the Lord of Vrindavan forest. The Gopis is beloved, the lover of Sri Radhika, and the most beautiful personality in all the worlds. As Ramchandra, he brought about the end of the demoniac king Ravan. As Krishna, he stole the older gopis' his butter. He stole the younger gopis' his clothes while they were bathing in the Yamuna. He is a cowherd boy of Vraja and the protector of the cowherd boys. He steals the hearts of all and always holds the flute. Lord Krishna is worshipped by the best of the yogis and is the son of Nanda. He removes all the fears of the inhabitants of Vraja. He is the color of a fresh rain cloud and his form is enchanting. When he wanders about playing his flute, he looks very charming. He is the son of Yashoda and the killer of King Kamsa. He sports in the Rasa dance amongst the groves of Vraja. Krishna engages in Rasa dance underneath the Kadamba trees, and he resides in the forest of Vrindavan. He increases the ecstasy of his devotees. He is the reservoir of all love and is the transcendental Cupid who uses his flowered arrows to increase the loving desires of the gopis. He is the pleasure of the gopis' heart and the abode of all wonderful qualities. Lord Krishna is the life of river Yamuna. He is always absorbed in amorous pastimes, and he is the moon of the gopis' minds, which are like the chakora birds that subsist only upon moonlight. O mind, obey these words of mine and sing the glories of Sri Krishna in the form of these holy names, which are full of nectarian mellows. Nama Sudharas, Gao Krishna Jasa, Rakho Vachan Manamura. So this is a very, very beautiful and a unique bhajan. It's just full of different names of Krishna. So very nice. We can sing it whenever we want. I thought it's very appropriate to do this Nam Sankirtan on Ekadashi. So now that we have done this, I hope you have liked it. Let's all take this opportunity to chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra together. Imagine if you're standing outside someone's gate and you're shouting out the name of that person. Let's say the name of that person is something. Abhishek. Somebody is shouting Abhishek, Abhishek, and Abhishek will not hear. But let's say if 150 people get together and they say Abhishek, 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 then it is highly impossible for Abhishek to not hear. So when we do our japa to ourselves, it's powerful, of course, it's powerful. But when all the devotees get together and when they chant together, it is supremely powerful. When we do it alone, it's called Kirtan, and when we do it in a group of devotees, it's called Sankirtan. So let's take this opportunity to do the Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga on the day of Ekadashi in the association of devotees. Let's do the Harinam Sankirtan by chanting one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I would request, if it is possible, all the devotees can turn on their videos so that I can also get to see everybody also. And then we'll all chant one round together. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please go on in your own pace. It is very essential for everybody to have a japmala, just like a soldier should always have his rifle with him. Similarly, this is our weapon against Maya. So let's ensure that all of us have our japmala. Next time when we turn on our videos, we should be able to show our japmala like this. Okay? Please take necessary steps. I think many of you are showing the japmala. Thank you. That's the very nice thing to do. Thank you. Okay, let's chant Hare Krishna. We'll chant at our own pace. We'll try to just hear what we are chanting and nothing else. Just hear and chant, hear and chant. The next 7 minutes are dedicated only to Krishna. This is my private time with Krishna. Let's assume that this one round is the last round which I will ever chant in this lifetime. And with that intensity, with that focus on the sound vibrations, let's chant. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So many people have finished their round, many people have not finished their round. Don't stop in between. Please finish this round. We can just somehow mark the bead where you have left and you can continue. So thank you. And this is one of the most important activities which we have done. If there was any place on this planet which was most important for Krishna, certainly it was this place where we all got together and we chanted. Krishna says, Naham tishtami vaikunthe yoginam hridayeshu va tatra tishtami narada yatra gayanti madbhakta. He says, oh dear Narad, I do not reside in Vaikuntha. Naham tishtami vaikunthe. Yoginam hridayeshu va. I do not even reside in the hearts of the yogis who are constantly meditating on the nail of my lotus feet. So where do I reside? If you don't live in Vaikuntha, if you don't live in the hearts of the yogis, where do you stay? Tatra tishtami narada yatra gayanti madbhakta. I reside there where all my devotees have gotten together and are congregationally chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Therefore, on the strength of this statement from the Shastra, I said that this is the most important place where we are all in right now. So, before we wind up for the day, we can take one or two questions. So if anybody has any question, please raise your hand and then we will take questions from them. Don't type in the chat box now because it's very difficult to handle so many chats. Okay, Pallavi Panda Mataji has a question. Anybody else has a question? So that I can time out how much time I have to give to every question. Okay, we'll start with Pallavi Panda Mataji. Mataji, can you please unmute yourself? We can already see you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So my query is, I'm little confused since the time I started chanting, and previously I used to do little deity worship, but now I'm doing a little more. So I am a little confused at what should be given priority, chanting or deity worship more. Because morning time I start with chanting, then I get delayed to deity worship. And if I give time to deity worship, my chants are getting missed, like it's getting low. So what should I do, Prabhuji?
Good question. What should I do? Should I worship the deities or should I chant Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Kritayadhyayato Vishnum Tretayam Yajato Makhe Dvapare Paricharyayam Kalau Tad Hari Kirtana. So the Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram. Only by doing this activity we can attain perfection and back to Godhead. However, deity worship is also important. We are not ignoring deity worship. In my opinion, okay, your son is making noise. Otherwise, you'll not be able to hear. So, in my opinion, not in my opinion, in the opinion of the Shastra, it is important to do the Yuga Dharma always, because that is very nicely prescribed, seeing the lifespan and the mentality and the general engagement of the people in the particular Yuga. For Kali Yuga, it is said that meditation will not work. In Kali Yuga, it is said that yagyas will not work. In Kali Yuga, actually speaking, nobody can perform proper deity worship also. Do you know that near Tirupati Balaji, there is a school where students get admitted, and 12 years, under the guidance of expert priests, for 12 years, they learn how to do deity worship. And out of these thousands of people who get admitted into that school, 64 are chosen to worship Tirupati Balaji. And even after studying for 12 years, they are not very, they cannot say perfectly that, yes, whenever I worship Jagannath or Balaji or Krishna or Damodar, I'm on a transcendental platform. No other thought comes to my mind, and I know the proper mantras, I know the proper processes, I know the Shodash Upchar, I know everything. Nobody can speak like that. Because in Kali Yuga, it is not possible to perform proper deity worship also. So therefore, even while doing deity worship, it is told to accompany it with the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The purpose of doing deity worship is two purposes are there. Meditation on the form of the Lord becomes very intense if somebody is worshipping the deity. And deity worship involves punctuality and cleanliness. So anybody who is doing deity worship has to be punctual and has to be clean. So these are the advantages of deity worship. However, deity worship cannot substitute Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting. If one is not doing deity worship but simply chanting Hare Krishna sincerely without offenses, they can go home back to Godhead. But if somebody is doing only deity worship, the same statement cannot be made. However, I still say both are equally important. I also personally do chanting also and deity worship also, but I give more preference to Harinam. So this is my understanding from what I've heard from my superiors. You please plan your day in such a way, Mataji, so that you can chant also and you can worship your deities also. However, if things are becoming too tight, again, you have to manage. If you have given commitment to your deities that, okay, you'll offer bhoga and if you'll worship them, then you have to do it. But in your heart, you please understand this point that Yuga Dharma is chanting Hare Krishna. Okay?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Worship cannot be ignored. Okay, it's not like I have not finished my round, so I will not worship you, Jagannath. You have made a commitment, you have to stick to it. But know it in the core of your heart that chanting Hare Krishna is the Yuga Dharma. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, many people have raised their hands for a question, and I'll give the opportunity to someone who has not yet got a chance. So, Radhika AM, can you please speak up? Yes, Mataji, we can see you, hear you.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Um, this is in continuation with what she was talking about deity worship. Along with the usual prayers of deity worship, I do the Hare Krishna also in the puja room itself. Is that okay? Or it should be done separately and it should not be... I'm sorry, very new to this, so...
No, it's a very valid question. You should not be sorry about it.
Okay.
Mataji, I will tell you a pastime of Krishna. Krishna appears in Kali Yuga as Lord Chaitanya. Are you a student of the Gita course?
Yes.
Okay, so in the course of the Gita, in the future sessions of the Gita course, we will introduce you to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Krishna, who appears in Kali Yuga. So, one of his pastime, he did a pastime by which he demonstrated that which are the places where we can chant Hare Krishna.
Okay.
So Lord Chaitanya would continuously chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Even when he would go to respond to the nature's call, he could not stop chanting. So what he did while he was responding to the nature's call, he just bit his tongue with his teeth in order to stop chanting. Of course, Krishna is Krishna. He is doing all this as a pastime, as a leela, just to teach everybody. So there was a 5-year-old boy. His name was Gopal. When he saw Lord Chaitanya, that he was coming after responding to the nature's call by biting his teeth, by biting his tongue with his teeth. So he asked him that, why did you stop chanting Hare Krishna while you were responding to the nature's call? And that 5-year-old boy, by the inspiration of Lord Chaitanya or by the inspiration of Lord Krishna, made the statement that what if you had died while you were passing this, while you were responding to the nature's call? So then Lord Chaitanya understood. Actually, he made all of us understand, Krishna made all of us understand by this pastime, that there is no place, time, or circumstances where you should not or cannot chant Hare Krishna. There are some mantras which require a particular qualification to chant. There are some mantras which have a particular time to chant. There are some mantras which can be chanted only in a particular circumstance. But there is only one mantra which is beyond time, place, and circumstance. That is called as the Maha Mantra, and that is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You can chant it in kitchen, you can chant it in your car, you can chant it in your bathroom, you can chant it in your puja room, you can chant it absolutely anywhere and everywhere, even in your bedroom.
Thank you so much. So I think that's crystal clear. And should I ask you only a question related to japa or other question also?
Any question is welcome, but I'll come back to you because others have also...
Absolutely no problem. Sure, no problem. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. So those who have gotten an opportunity, please lower your hand. Otherwise, I get a false figure in my mind. I have just 2 or 3 minutes more. Before I take the last 2 questions, I have a request. All those who are attending today's session, please also take the opportunity to join the Kartik special session, which happens every evening. Today is Ekadashi. It will be very beneficial for all of us to listen to one of the qualities of Krishna and then go to the Vraj Mandal Parikrama and then hear Damodar Ashtakam, offer our lamps. This meeting will end. It will not continue till 8:15. So we request you to go to your WhatsApp, find out that link and join that session also. That is, Ekadashis are meant for all this, more hearing and more chanting. Okay, so I will now request Maumita Mataji to speak up. She is raising her hand from a very long time. Maumita Ray Mataji. Are you there? I'm not able to hear you, although you are unmuted, but we are not able to hear you. Okay, can you try to again unmute yourself? Some problem, the voice is not coming. Maybe you can type your question in the chat box. Okay. We'll take it after we finish the person who has raised their hand. Okay, so I also see Ria Bangera. Ria Bangera, can you please unmute yourself? Ria Bangera, are you there? Ria, we can see you, but we cannot hear you. Can you try to remove your earphone and speak directly? Is it possible? Can you... No, there is some problem. We cannot hear you. Some problem with the setup. I think you can also type your question. We'll take your question for sure. We're not able to hear you. Okay, so somebody else who had raised their hand. Is there anybody else? Okay, nobody else. Okay, so yes, those who have a question, they can raise their hand and we will try to unmute you. Samyukta Sasi Sekaran Mataji is ready to ask, so we'll give her an opportunity. But before we go there, the link for joining the Kartik month evening celebration from 8:15 to 8:45 has been posted here. I request you on the day of Ekadashi, take this opportunity to join the wonderful Kartik evening session also. Yes, Mataji, you can please speak up.
Prabhuji, Kartikeya sir during our session told us that during the time of death, we feel the pain of 50,000 scorpions biting. And at that time, if we remember Krishna and say his name, Hare Krishna, we will break the cycle of birth and death. But that's not easy. We'll have to do the practice. But I've consciously started thinking about Krishna every day in and day out, preparing for that one moment. But my doubt is, how do I bear the 50,000 Scorpios biting me? Will it also be dealt with Krishna? That is my sincere doubt. And my second doubt is, please tell
No,
us
one
about
doubt only. One doubt only. Take
Okay.
one doubt at a time. Okay. Anybody here who has an experience of death and experience of 50,000 scorpions biting, if they would like to answer this question, please raise your hand. Okay. Yes, Kartikeya Prabhu has. First thing, I will teach you a small, not just you, but to all the devotees here. Kartikeya Prabhu, when he will name himself, he'll call himself as Kartikeya Das. But when we will address him, we will say Kartikeya Prabhu. Okay. So generally we say His Grace Kartikeya Prabhu. Or you can say Kartikeya Prabhu taught us, or such and such Prabhu taught us. But when that Prabhu will speak about himself, they'll say I am Das. Okay. So this is a Vaishnava etiquette. Please don't mind.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No need to be sorry. Somebody has to tell. Okay, so the question is, yes, Krishna consciousness is not about the art of living, it is about the art of dying. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tam nevaiti kaunteya sada tada bhava bhavitaha. It is very nicely said in Bhagavad Gita that whatever you remember at the time of death, whatever consciousness you have, you will attain a body similar, or whatever you were thinking, you will get a body of that nature. So the question comes is that death is so painful. How will I be able to remember Krishna at the time of death, when my throat is choked, when my limbs are paralyzed, and when so much pain is there? So that is why it needs practice. Krishna will give us many situations in life where he will test us, or we will be tested in various ways. And if we are all able to sincerely, as a matter of sadhana and practice, engage our senses in the service of Krishna, then it is by the mercy of Krishna and not our own, not on our own sadhana and endeavor that we will be able to remember Krishna. Please note this point. Krishna protects his devotees. Krishna protects his devotees by giving them his remembrance. If I'm in the Rashtrapati Bhavan and if I'm having a nice time, but if I've forgotten Krishna, then what is the point? But if I have fallen down from the stairs, my leg is broken, my hand is broken, my neck is broken, my spinal cord is broken, but at that time I'm remembering Krishna. Although it appears very strange, but the second situation is a better situation because we are able to think of Krishna. We are able to think of the name, form, qualities, and pastimes of Krishna. So generally people say, oh, this such and such was a devotee of Krishna, he met with the accident, Krishna didn't save him. No, that is not the right approach. Krishna saves his devotees by giving them his remembrance at the time of death. So what we can do in our life, we can just try to sincerely do our sadhana. We can try to sincerely remain in the association of devotees. We can try to sincerely always eat Krishna Prasad and read the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. And in this way, we can show our sincerity to Krishna. And then Krishna, at the time of death, will force himself into our consciousness and we'll be able to think of him. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
This is my understanding. I don't have remembrance of my past death, but this is what the scriptures say, that Krishna protects his devotees by giving them his remembrance at the time of death. Okay? Okay, thank you very much. I think we are done for the day. I'm going to save the chat. There are some questions which are, if I answer them, it will take a lot of time, but I want to end the session now. Some questions which have not been answered, they will be answered via the WhatsApp to these people. So I see there are questions by Momita Ray. Momita Ray Mataji, you personally message me your question. And Sulbha Parki Mataji, also please message me your question. And Riya Bangera Mataji, I will request Sri Ram Prabhu to kindly get this question from Riya Bangera Mataji and share it with me so that I can send a WhatsApp audio message to her. And in this way, we have finished all the questions and answers. Thank you very much for your time and association. This is the best way to serve Krishna on the day of Ekadashi. We want to do this every Ekadashi. We want to increase the numbers more and more and more. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.